Hey everyone, New 12 here. And welcome to the final episode of Danganronpa, because I doubt it that this will go on for too long. I mean, it'll probably be a couple hours, maybe. But it shouldn't be anything too bad. Nothing I'm not used to. Let's go. All rise.
Since this will be the final class trial, I've come up with a special rule.
Of fucking course you have. And I would not want to stand next to him.
So listen up! If you can figure out Mukuro's killer and go on to solve the mystery of this school, you guys win!
Oh, well, there you go.
But if you can't, then I win! And of course, waiting for the loser is the super exciting, super hard-pounding punishment!
How special is it?
Are you saying that if you lose, you'll execute yourself?
Yep, sure will.
God, no.
And that's final? No loopholes? No wiggling out of it later?
Bullshit, you will.
Of course not! Bears never go back on their word!
Never mind all that. I just have one question for you.
Oh, you're taking this serious, huh?
No, he's
Are
not. He's
you
gonna ask something
feeling okay?
stupid.
Is the mastermind only one person?
Oh, actually, that's a legitimate question, but he'll probably say that's for you to figure out.
Hmm?
Don't bother. I already know the answer.
Yeah, okay, I was right. My original prediction where he's gonna think that everyone here is the mastermind.
You're all the mastermind, aren't you?
Yep.
You're all out to get me.
Because all those pictures have that person missing.
I'm right, aren't I? I knew it.
I knew it. Exactly. Group photo. Places to check, dude.
You guys have all been working together, haven't you? I have evidence, so I know I'm right.
Hey, you stole my line. You're all out to get me. I'm sure of it.
Ah, Hina, come on.
I have evidence of my own.
What a coincidence. I too have evidence to present. Evidence that proves everyone other than me has been working together.
What? Wait, hold on. This doesn't make any sense. How can the three of us each have that kind of...
Because it's all different with levels.
It's not just you three. I have evidence too.
Yeah, it has to be.
What? You too?
The evidence you're all referring to is this group photo, right?
Well, yeah. Huh? Wait, but mine's different.
Obviously.
With the picture you have, I'm in it. But that can't be right. Because in my picture...
You're not in it.
See? I'm the only one not in it.
Hey, look, there he is. I figured as much, in which case...
Hiro, you have a picture too, right? Let's see it.
Okay, but be careful with it. It's pretty important evidence.
No one's gonna fucking rip it. Fucking donuts. This one too, it's just like I thought.
So the secret in these pictures has been revealed.
Secret or whatever, I don't care. You guys are all in on this together. That's why I'm the only one missing.
But you're in my picture. You're the ones trying to trick me.
It's okay.
So the whole purpose behind these photos was to get us questioning and fighting with each other.
Well, you need to put them all together and say, why do we all have pictures with each other in them?
The mastermind laid a trap to make us each think everyone else was working against us.
Huh? I laid a trap?
Shut up, Monokuma.
A trap? How rude! What grounds do you have for such audacious accusations?
The fact that you gave us all individual pictures without us in it. The proof I need to reveal Monokuma's trap. Each photo has a certain something in common. What person isn't shown? The one who got the photo.
I got it! In each case, The only one not in the picture is the person who received it. So, in the picture I got, I'm the only one missing. In the picture Hina got, she's the only one missing.
Yep.
And in the picture Hiro got, he's the only one missing.
God, Naegi looks just so fucking out of place. Oh God. Makoto, get out of there. You look terrible. He just looks terrible there.
As long as we're talking about it, I suppose I should show you my photo as well.
What, you have one? Why didn't you show it? Oh.
In other words, Monokuma gave each of us a group photo in which that person wasn't included.
And when we each saw our picture, we just assumed everyone else was the enemy?
Figured it out, huh?
Yeah, I thought that must be it. But how was that a hint?
But you know, there might be more than this than just Monokuma trying to confuse us. There's something else that bothers me about everyone's pictures. What is it? What's digging at me?
Listen, can I see everyone's group photo one more time? It's not directly connected to what we're talking about, but I'd like to double check something.
Okay.
Sure, no problem.
Yeah, I don't mind.
I'm sure there's something unusual about these photos. What is it? I need to compare each of them one more time. Yakio's picture. Okay. Okay. Junko's always not facing the camera. Her face is always covered. And mine. There's something strange about all of them, something I can't quite pin down. Something. Group photo. Her face is always covered.
Can you just forget about the photo already?
No! Just fucking do that now.
Trying to trick me with such an obviously fake
It's not
photo?
fake.
I'm still pissed about that.
It's real.
And on top of that, they went to all that trouble to make it look like we were wearing matching uniforms.
So you think they're fake?
I guarantee they're not fake.
No, no, no. I assure you, they're quite real.
I agree.
What are you talking about?
Yeah! I don't remember ever taking a picture like that, so it's gotta be a fake. I'm sure of it.
But you know, can we really be so sure?
Huh?
Don't get me wrong, I don't remember taking this picture either. But
You did.
is that really enough to be absolutely positive they're fake?
What do you mean?
Just because you don't remember something doesn't mean it didn't happen. The reason I don't remember this picture isn't necessarily because it's fake. There might see some other reason, some terrible reason. An unbelievable but entirely horrifying reason. Forgotten memories. No. Oh, amnesia. There we go.
Now I understand.
God, I'm fucking killing it right now. I'm gonna fucking completely faceplant
Let's say
just
that
the rest,
somehow
though.
we'd all lost our memories. That could explain it, couldn't it?
If I could get, like, just, like, a perfect score on the last one, I will take it as a win. And then that would be perfect.
Oh, I get it. So we all just lost our memories at the same time and forgot about the photo. Makes sense. As if. You
Oh my
expect me to
God.
believe such an unbelievable occult-type story?
You're the one not believing it?
Yeah, we all lost our memories? That's just crazy.
It's only natural that they wouldn't believe it. But no matter how much they refuse it, if it's the absolute truth, they have no choice. We can't move forward until they accept it. The interview DVD.
You're saying we all got spontaneous amnesia? Since when did this turn into some kind of sci-fi fantasy?
I promise you, I haven't lost my memory. Ever since I got to this school, I remember everything that's happened.
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
I'm getting this now. Let's go.
Those photos aren't the only things that point to the possibility of memory loss. This DVD does the same thing.
You're not gonna show us something indecent, are you?
Shut the fuck up.
No, it's nothing like that. It's a video of all of us being interviewed by the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster.
When you say all of us, you mean...
All of us.
I mean all of us, including you.
You lie! I never did any kind of interview.
No, it's not a lie. Just watch the DVD and you'll see for yourself.
There you go.
The headmaster did, in fact, interview you.
What are you saying?
I didn't imagine you would remember.
It's not about whether or not I remember. You expect me to believe all this? That I lost my memory somehow?
Well, we don't have any way to refute it, so we have no choice but to accept it as reality.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care if you accept it or not. That's just your reality at
How
this
can you
point.
say that? We're talking about living, breathing amnesia here.
To be honest, I have something else on my mind right now.
Yeah, killing that fucking bear.
Something else?
You said the DVD contains recordings of us being interviewed by the headmaster, right? What were the interviews about?
That's a good question, Byakuya.
The headmaster sat each of us down, one at a time, and asked us the same question. He asked us if we could accept the idea of spending the rest of our lives in this school.
What kind of question is that?
One of questionable motives.
And how did we answer?
Yes.
We'd say no, obviously.
Actually, we all said we could. Even me. I heard myself say yes. I could spend the rest of my life at this school.
Why? Why would you say yes to something like that?
No idea. Something must have been happening.
I don't know. I don't remember a thing.
The same goes for everyone else. Nobody remembers. You don't remember choosing to live here forever, or even talking to the headmaster about it at all.
Yeah, that's something that I would probably remember.
It doesn't matter if I remember or not. Even if I bought the whole amnesia thing, the idea that I would want to live here forever? That's just insane! How can I believe that?
I wouldn't mind living there. I mean, come on. Everything's provided for you.
Insane or not, we can't move forward until you accept it. Am I right?
You sure are, 'cause it's all true.
What?
I know it sounds absurd, but if it's the truth, there's nothing we can do about it.
Yep.
Indeed. We only have one path in front of us.
Then we really...
Yep, you all totally lost your memory at the same time.
There's a mystery that's been unlocked.
This is all... making my head hurt.
And this isn't like some normal kind of memory loss. You stole those specific memories from us, didn't you?
Oopsie, you figured that part out too, huh?
Yep.
Of course. There's no way we would all just happen to get amnesia at the same time.
But how could someone just steal our memories?
Oh no, ask the bear.
How? Come, that hardly matters right now.
That's actually a good point. It doesn't matter like how, it's the motive.
If I said it was hypnotism, would you believe me? Or we opened up your skulls and messed with your brains?
I'd believe that.
Would you really believe anything I said? How it happened doesn't matter right now.
What matters is figuring out what memories you took from us. That's what you're trying to say, right?
Clearly from knowing each other.
I knew I could count on you.
Because a bunch of strangers wouldn't take a picture together.
The interview with the headmaster, taking that group photo, those can't be the only memories we lost. There must have been a purpose to it all. A reason for taking away our memories.
Of course there was a purpose. It all has to do with the original motive.
Because you can't, they wouldn't kill you, you wouldn't kill friends. So I assume everyone's friends at this point. You wouldn't kill each other if you guys knew each other, and there's no point in it. And you'd be like, yeah, this is stupid. Why would we kill each other? But if you don't know each other, then it's a lot easier. The original motive.
You mean the motive you came up with to try and get us to all kill each other?
That has something to do with the memories you stole from us?
It sure does. But that part's still a secret. Anyway, I'm sure it's not easy, but let's all focus on the class trial for the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
Sure.
Okay, so you want us to figure out who killed her before we do anything else.
So until we do that, either way, we have to explain every last remaining mystery. So, the one who killed Mukuro, the true mastermind, that's what we need to expose. This is where I fucking die.
So who did it? Who killed her?
Whoever did it is the same one who's behind everything. That much I'm sure of.
But when you think about it, is the mastermind really here in the school?
Of course! They have to be here somewhere.
Outside.
What makes you so sure?
God damn it!
What does make me... Exactly! You're just...
The mastermind is probably a million miles away.
Oh, I swear to
Those
Christ.
masterminds always lurk off in the
background, right?
So who did it?
Whoever did it is that much I'm...
But when you... Is the mastermind...
Of course, they have to be here somewhere.
What makes you so sure?
Exactly. You're just making stuff up. There's no way the mastermind is probably a million...
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
No, that's wrong. There's no question that the mastermind is somewhere within the school.
How do you know? Did you find some evidence or something?
Oh, Monokuma told us. Well, that too.
In the back of the data center, I found a panel that controls Monokuma. The mastermind must have been using that to control him all this time. So there can't be any doubt. The mastermind has been inside the school all along.
Yep.
There can't be any doubt. In which case, there also can be no doubt that the mastermind is one of us.
Among one of us, yes.
Why?
Recall what Makoto told us Monokuma said to him earlier. So if the mastermind is in the school, we have to assume it can only be that 16th student.
Yep, and it has to be Junko.
But how'd they manage to survive all of this?
So we're the only ones here? It's not me! I'm not the mastermind!
Well, it's not me.
I blame Makoto.
What the fuck?
What? Why me?
'Cause it's super weird how you're the only one who survived being executed.
Oh my god.
Oh, I get it. The only way he could have survived is if he was actually the mastermind himself, right?
Aw, nuts! You got me!
Wait! What are you trying to say?
Everyone, calm down.
Jesus
There's no reason to
Christ.
panic. The mastermind's true identity will become clear soon enough. Just as soon as we find out who killed Mukuro.
That's a good point. Rather than wasting time bickering, we should put our minds to work solving this mystery.
Yeah, well, how much time have we already spent talking about the murder?
He's right. What more is there to talk about?
If you want something to talk about, I think there might be one thing.
Yeah, what killed
We
her?
haven't fully established what Mukuro's fatal injury was.
Huh? But I thought we figured that out. She died when she got hit in the back of the head.
No, that isn't actually what killed her.
Yep,
It was something entirely different. Wouldn't you agree, Makoto?
I agree. Actual cause of death were the other wounds.
I got it! All of the wounds covering her body. That's what really killed her.
Hey, now hold on a second. You did read the Monokuma file, right?
Yeah, it didn't say she died that day. Body was covered in other wounds,
It
so
made
they
it
told.
pretty clear. Those wounds were made at least a few days ago.
So,
So they can't possibly be what killed her.
why not?
Consider this. What if the murder itself took place at least a few days ago?
What?
Yeah, really, you didn't think of that?
What if, when we discovered her body, she'd already been dead for several days.
Yep.
If that's true, then naturally the wounds that killed her would appear to be however many days old.
And someone had to go to the biolab in the first place because that's where the tarp was, and that door was locked. And we could not go in there. Thus, it had to be the mastermind that put the body there. And they probably it's safe to assume they got the body out of the biolab in the first place.
That doesn't make any sense. Because she had all those wounds before she ever came here.
No, it never said that at all.
Huh? How do you know that?
Isn't it obvious? She was the ultimate soldier, right? So that means, you know.
No, the headmaster said she didn't have any wounds.
You're wrong.
She denied me. Before I could even say anything. Come on. I mean, you think I'm not weird, okay? At least listen to what I have to say before you deny me.
Shut up. If you're so sure we're gonna deny you, why bother saying it in the first place? What the headmaster said about her. Yeah, it would be her profile.
Mukuro was the ultimate soldier.
Yep.
She must have been in 100 different battles. So, when you think about it, obviously, she got all those wounds in the...
Nope.
No,
Shut the
that's
fuck
wrong.
up. Don't have time for you. Get out of here. So you and Hagakure can just
No.
go away.
Mukuro didn't suffer those wounds in battle.
Yep.
The file we found in the headmaster's room said as much.
That she had not one of
Despite the
wound.
time she spent in battle after battle as a member of Fenrir, when she entered this school, she hadn't sustained a single injury.
I mean, that's what an ultimate soldier would do. I mean, if you get injured, you're not really ultimate, are you?
To be denied so completely. Actually, it's kind of refreshing. Maybe it's because of all of Master's training.
Shut up.
Anyway, so we can be sure that Mukuro suffered all those wounds after coming to this school.
Yep, and since she's the ultimate soldier, it's not like someone can beat her in hand-to-hand combat.
In which case, they could be the very thing that killed her.
Had to have been a surprise.
As a matter of fact, it's hard to imagine any other possibility. When examining her body, I found that her stomach and head wounds came after she was already dead.
Unless anyone has any better suggestions, I think we can say this with confidence. The wounds Mukuro sustained all over her body are what ultimately killed her.
Yep. Oh yeah, definitely. All those fucking wounds. Oh, definitely. That's Junko's body, or Mukuro's body, pretending to be Junko. Because also the profile matches all of the specs that they gave for Junko. All of them do.
But if that's what killed her, then does that mean she's really been dead for who knows how long?
Well, no, because we would have seen her die, and that's the only one that was actually stabbed a bunch of times when they died.
That's exactly what it means. When we found her body in the garden, she'd already been dead for several days.
So then, what about the little matter of what happened last night? Makoto, you said you were attacked in your room by a masked assailant.
I assume that's the real mastermind.
If Mukuro had already been dead for several days, certainly it couldn't have been her.
It clearly wasn't her.
So who was it that attacked you?
The identity of the one who attacked me is the mastermind.
I got it! The one who attacked me was the true mastermind. When we discovered Mukuro in the garden wearing the same mask, I naturally assumed she must have been the one who attacked me.
And using that knife, that's why.
But I was wrong. It wasn't her at all. It was the mastermind.
What are you laughing at?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just getting a little impatient sitting here listening. I think I'm gonna jump in.
Oh boy.
Let's start off with a nice, easy question.
Who is the mastermind?
Your assumption that I attacked Makoto is just that, right? An assumption. You can't really know who was under that mask, can you? I mean, that's the whole point of a mask. The true identity of the masked attacker is Mukuro Ikusaba. At least, that's what I think.
But that's wrong.
Do you have any evidence that might convince me otherwise?
No, there's no way Mukuro is the one that attacked me, even if I didn't see her face. Didn't have red nails. If you compare what we know about Mukuro to the masked attacker, should be obvious. Mukuro's fatal injury.
You never saw their face, right? So you can't have any idea who was under that mask. I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro Ikusaba!
You're wrong. Even without seeing their face, there's another part of the attacker we can use to prove it wasn't her.
Oh? And
Okay.
what is this other part?
Her
Is it
hand.
the right hand?
Oh, fuck! Left hand, isn't it?
Shoot!
Shit.
You never saw it, so you can't have.
I
I'm
guarantee
telling you
it's
now,
you're
right
wrong.
hand. Or
there's
left
another
hand.
part of the. Oh, is it the or the left?
Left hand?
What? Yep, this is where I fucking go down in flames.
Shoot!
I don't see why her profile doesn't have
You
that.
never saw their face, right? So you can't have any idea who was under that mask. I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro Ikusaba!
You're wrong. There's another part of the. Oh, is it the or the left? Maybe the or perhaps the, or could it
Be the hips.
You never saw it, so you can't have. I'm telling you.
You now, it was
You're wrong. There's another part of the. Oh, is it the
the right hand or the left hand.
Right hand. Okay, I was right. It was the
it's
right
wrong.
hand. Just took some time to get to. Whatever.
Mukuro had a tattoo on her right hand, if I remember correctly. A representation of Fenrir. In other words, a wolf tattoo. But I saw the right hand of the person who attacked me. And there was no such tattoo.
Well, actually, you saw both, but you know.
So there's no way the person behind the mask was Mukuro.
Yeah, well, okay. You got me. I guess it wasn't her.
Getting fucking red.
But that still doesn't prove that it was me. It could have been, you know, someone else,
Who?
right?
Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I all have solid alibis for that entire night.
Yeah! We were in the gym tearing you apart, so it could have been any of us.
Oh, okay, sure. It couldn't have been any of you.
So it had to be Kyoko, and Kyoko wouldn't do it.
But what about Kyoko? It totally could have been her.
But she doesn't wear the person wasn't wearing gloves.
Uh-oh. No snappy comeback? Did I score a bullseye?
If you insist, I don't mind showing you.
Huh? Show me what?
What do you think? I'll show you the one thing that proves beyond a shadow of a doubt it wasn't me.
Before anyone could say anything. Ugh. Kyoko was removing her glove. Ugh.
Your hands?
Without thinking, I let out a gasp. It was more than just a little burned skin.
Awful, isn't it? It happened when I was first learning to be a detective. I was
You
inexperienced.
put your hand in a fucking fire?
I thought you didn't want anyone to see those scars.
If it means we get another step closer to unmasking the Mastermind, it doesn't really bother me.
Kyoko seemed to savor the words as she said them. Then she put her gloves back on.
My scars should suffice as proof.
Yeah, if that chick's tattoos passed the
Makoto,
test, then this
Did
does.
the person who attacked you have scars like mine?
No, not at all. I'm positive.
Then this much has been made clear. There can be no doubt that the one who attacked Makoto is the true mastermind.
Yep.
This is just awful. On top of my secret being revealed, I had to look at those positively grotesque scars of yours.
Wow.
Sorry. Did I say that out loud? I do hope I didn't hurt your feelings.
What a dick.
Not at all. You can say whatever you want.
Sure, as long as it means pushing me farther into the corner, right? Because if you haven't noticed, the circumstances surrounding Mukuro's death are totally unknown.
Are they?
That's true. All we know right now is she was killed a good while before this morning.
On the contrary, we don't know anything other than that.
You're not going to tell us she was already dead before we arrived here or something, are you?
No.
In that regard, you have nothing to worry about. I promise you, without a doubt, she
Yep.
died after our little killing game began here.
Then somehow she was killed in secret without any of
Nope,
us knowing.
not secret at all. The whole point was to make it known, so that you wouldn't suspect it.
And after she died, who knows how much time went by before we found her, right? Did the culprit stash her somewhere? She couldn't have been in the garden the whole time, could she?
If she was, she would have been totally decomposed. Just like your brain.
Then, she was being stored somewhere?
But to hide a body here, to just store it somewhere?
Yeah, in the morgue. There's only one place. I can't think of anywhere with the bio lab.
I got it!
Fucking get my
Mukuro's
points
body
back.
was probably kept hidden in the bio lab.
The biolab? You mean on the 5th floor?
Yep.
That's right. It's actually set up for use as a morgue. So it's the perfect place to hide a body. And it'd keep the body preserved at the same time.
Then you're also saying the body was moved from the biolab to the garden.
And I have no doubt that that's exactly what happened. In fact, I have proof.
The proof that shows the body was carried from the bio lab is the tarp.
I got it! What makes me so sure the body was carried from the biolab to the garden is the tarp that we found in the garden. When I was checking it over again, I noticed something. I noticed that some text had been stamped on one corner of the tarp.
Oh, it says biolab.
Holy cow! How'd you notice that tiny little thing?
Because it's kind of obvious.
Makoto's nitpicky nature seems to have surfaced with perfect timing.
This proves that the tarp originally came from the biolab. In fact, there's a whole stack of tarps just like it in there.
Uh-huh.
So when the killer moved the body to the garden, they must have grabbed a tarp to wrap it in.
Of course, because it would start raining. Well, sprinklers go off.
Then they simply left it as it was to protect against the sprinklers, and put the coat on it afterwards.
Wow, you made everything sound so amazingly consistent.
But that's just a wild guess.
No, it's not.
Where's your evidence? Prove that the body was wrapped in a tarp and moved.
There is no evidence. I was simply explaining what I think happened. But you seem to be getting pretty worked up about it, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, really.
Worked up?
Now that the conversation has turned to the topic of the biolab, you must be getting pretty nervous.
Of course.
Because the key to uncovering your secret identity is hidden within that room, isn't it?
It is.
Are you talking about unmasking the Mastermind?
You see, the biolab contained an inconsistency. One so major it can't be overlooked.
There weren't enough bodies in there. An inconsistency in the biolab.
La la la, I can't hear you. La 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 la.
What could she be talking about?
Such a child. Oh well, just ignore him.
I need to pull myself together and think. The inconsistency in the biolab, could you be talking
Hey,
about?
by the way, Makoto, what about that one thing?
What?
What one thing?
What do you think I'm talking about? Your family.
What the fuck?
Don't tell me you forgot about that video message.
This is not playing fair.
So what do you think? Are you sure your family's still okay?
Are you fucking trying to manipulate me right
Why
now?
are you bringing that up now?
Your mom, your dad, your little sister. What do you think has happened to your family? Are they really as safe as you might have assumed?
Stop talking about that!
Calm down, Makoto. He wants you to get upset.
Yeah, I need to calm down. I can't let him get to me. He's just saying that because he knows we're getting close to the truth of the biolab. So if I want to show him up, I need to expose the inconsistency and slam him with it. Weren't enough bodies. Oh god.
Are you sure about this? Are you sure about this?
Let's fucking go.
What? What do you want? Are you sure about this? Proof, proof, proof! Are you sure about this? Proof, proof, proof! Are you sure about this?
God, he has so much fucking
Are you
health.
sure about this?
Oh god, no, fuck. I'm gonna die. Fuck.
What? What do you want? Are you sure about this? Proof, proof, proof! Are you sure about this?
I wanted my combo back. Final strike.
I'm not listening!
What? Oh my god!
Are you
Fuck
sure
off.
about this? Are you sure about this?
Get the fuck out of here. Oh my god.
I'm not listening!
What? What?
I'm not listening!
This should prove it.
Finally, Jesus Christ. So bullshit.
The inconsistency Kyoko's talking about is the lights.
The fuck is the difference between... I swear to God, what's the difference between the secret and... you could work it the same thing. Fuck it. It's so misleading with the fucking secret and the light. Get out of here.
What are you talking about? What about the lights?
Like I said before, the biolab also acts as a morgue. And as part of that, a giant refrigerator was installed in there. That's where everyone who's died is stored.
And it was set up so that when a slot had a body in it, a blue light would turn on.
In other words, if the blue light is on, that means there's a body in that slot.
Yep. And there was one less.
But I counted up the number of blue lights that were on, including the one Mukuro was in, and there were only 9.
Why does that matter? You gotta give me the bite-sized version here, man.
I.e., someone didn't die. There was a double body. 9 lights doesn't make sense. It should have been 10.
I got it! 10 of the lights should have been on. Any other number is incredibly suspicious.
Suspicious? Why?
Not suspicious, just fucking incriminating.
That's simple. Just recall who's died here so far, and it should become clear.
That's right, that's the key to solving this mystery. Sayaka. Quote, Junko. Leon. Chihiro. Mondo. I'm sad he died. Taka and Hifumi. Celeste. Sakura. And then Mukuro.
So 10 people in all?
Which means Mukuru's body and Junko's body are the same. Thus, Junko's still alive. Thus, she's the mastermind.
That's right. Any other number should make you immediately suspicious. But according to the lights in the biolab, only 9 people were being stored there.
You're saying a dead body just up and disappeared?
No, they just reused the dead body.
I got it! The Mastermind destroyed one of the
There's no
bodies to
point.
get rid of evidence.
But if they wanted to do that, they would have destroyed Mukuro's body, since they actually killed her.
Yep.
And yet, her body was left alone.
Then, whose body disappeared?
It may very well be that none of them disappeared.
They just reused them.
But if that's true, then why doesn't the body count match?
Including Monokuma's executions, there have apparently been 10 deaths. but there were only 9 bodies.
Thus, one death wasn't, you know, real.
That's the point I'm trying to make.
I'm completely lost. How
Not that
can the
hard.
number of victims be less than the number of murders?
The reason there are less bodies than murders, the explanations for more murders than victims. Why is that? What would make sense for that? Same person was killed twice. Only 9 murders took place. There weren't actually 10 murders, but 9. Oh, fuck. Patently untrue, counting Monokuma's executions. There have been indeed 10.
Shoot.
Actually, no. Technically not. But whatever. Fuck off.
I got it!
You
What
can't
about
kill
if
someone
The
twice.
same person was killed twice.
They weren't killed, they were already dead. Thus, 9 murders took place.
Huh? Killed twice?
Officially, 10 murders have been committed so far, but one of the victims may have been murdered, and then murdered again.
That's not... whatever. That's the exact same as... Whatever. Whatever.
Murdered and murdered again?
Fuck off. Fuck off.
If that's the case, there could have been 10 killings, but still only 9 victims, right?
Or they're just 10 murders, and they just reused a body and staged it to look like someone was killed.
Technically, you're right, I guess. But still, something like that.
Could easily have happened. No, it is what happened.
Sounds like you're already convinced. Then can you tell us who was
Yes.
killed twice?
It was Mukuro, of course.
Duh.
Before she was killed as Mukuro Ikusaba,
She was killed as
she was
Junko.
killed as someone else.
And that's why the body had to be stored in the biolab until the moment we found it in the garden.
No, that's crazy talk. She was killed as someone else? Come on!
It's blatantly obvious.
Besides, who could that someone else even have been?
All you have to do is look at those bodily injuries of hers, and that will become obvious.
I just looked at her fucking vitals, and that's what fucking pointed it to me.
Nothing's gonna become obvious because Kyoko's totally delusional.
Is she? I already know who she is. Fatal injury. Yeah.
Who is this someone else that Mukuro was killed as? Was it Sayaka Maizono?
No.
Junko Enoshima?
That's what it is. I'm gonna save that.
Leon Kuwa, Chihiro Mando, Kiyotaki Fumi, Celestial, or
Go
maybe...
through all of them.
No. There's no way
Anyone was murdered?
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
Let's go. Getting back in that rhythm. Still make me do the fucking rhythm game.
Junko. Wasn't her fatal injury pretty similar to Mukuro's?
The exact same.
What do you mean?
Yeah, she got shit
Well,
stuck out of her.
remember what happened to her? She was impaled by a bunch of spears.
Yeah,
all
then
over her body.
She also has those red fake nails, boots. Really, it's kind of obvious.
And Mukuro died from a number of wounds across her body. When you compare that to the stab wounds Junko suffered,
Then the similarities match?
Yes, and those are the only fatal injuries that match up. That explains why those 2 bodies are actually one and the same.
Thus, only 9 murders took place, but whatever.
so let me see if I have this straight. Junko, or someone going by that name, was stabbed to death with multiple spears.
Yep.
Then her body was kept in the biolab for however long before being dragged out again.
Yep.
Only this time, it was presented as the corpse of one Mukuro Ikusaba.
Exactly.
It all matches up, right? Those wounds Junko suffered could easily be these same injuries.
It's really true? Mukuro and Junko are the same person?
No. Mukuro was posing to be Junko.
Wait, so then... What does it all mean?
That the real Junko didn't die.
It means that there haven't been 10 victims, but 9.
That's what I fucking said.
Which also means that among the people we thought were dead, 1 is still alive.
And that has to be Junko because there's no reason
And that's the true
otherwise.
identity of the Mastermind?
Yep.
Who is it? Who's behind all this?
Junko and Enoshima.
We already know the answer to that. It's Mukuro.
Oh my god.
She's still alive.
You're retarded.
She took Junko's body
No. You're a fucking
and
retard.
made it look like she was the one who died. So Mukuro is still alive. She's gotta be.
Shut up. You and Hiro can just wait outside.
Total silence? Then I must be right. I'm right, aren't I?
No. Mukuro is alive. The one that's still alive is Mukuro? No. But can we really believe that? No. Because it's stupid. It's stupid. Fucking number 5.
The body we found in the garden. It wasn't Mukuro.
Yes, it was.
Then she's still alive?
No.
That's right. She made it look like so the Mastermind's true identity is Mukuro.
What do you say,
that.
Monokuma? Do you give up?
No.
The body we found in the garden. It was.
Which one actually discusses what her fucking tattoo is? No. It was her.
No, that's wrong.
I just didn't want to fuck it up. Come on. Whew.
No, the body we found in the garden was Mukuro. That's one thing we can be sure of. The body's appearance and measurements are consistent with her records. Right, Kyoko?
She was 5 foot 6 inches tall and weighed 97 pounds. Her vitals were 31, 21, 32. Everything in her profile is consistent with that corpse.
Yep.
And then there's the matter of the Fenrir tattoo. So there's no question it's her.
But if Mukuro's not the mastermind, then who's actually still
Who
alive?
did she... Who was the other person involved? Who was she? Junko died? Quote? No. Come on. Someone's made it look like they died, but they're actually still alive. I mean, I think this is kind of obvious.
Here's my answer.
I mean, seriously. Should have been self-explanatory.
Junko is still alive. It's the only possibility.
Yep.
Are you sure about that?
Why wouldn't I be?
Huh?
I admit, since Mukuro is undoubtedly dead, Junko does seem to be the only other explanation.
Literally the only one. It's 100%. 100%.
But we saw her get impaled. She died right before our very eyes.
No, she was posing as her. Clearly.
If Junko were still alive, the death we saw would had to have been some kind of charade.
Not necessarily.
But you yourself confirmed she was dead, did you not?
Now that you mention it. I gently placed my hand on Junko's lifeless body. I touched her wrist, checked her pulse, like they do in movies and stuff, but she's dead. There wasn't really anything else to say, she was gone. I did check, absolutely. I can
She
say
was
for
dead.
sure.
There's no question. Junko was dead.
Mukuro was dead.
So, the idea that she's still alive.
Because there's two ultimate despairs. They were working together.
It must be wrong.
Then you're withdrawing your previous statement?
No. Come on, Makoto. Fucking think 10 seconds ahead of yourself.
I know you gave it your best shot, but too bad. I guess your conclusion was a dud. Too bad, too bad.
Shut up.
This case hasn't been decided just yet.
Oh?
You haven't given up already, have you, Makoto?
Oh, he has. Huh?
No, of course not. There's no way I'd give up that easy.
That's all well and good, but how do you intend to solve the problem standing in your way? Junko absolutely died. Mukuro absolutely died.
Then both of them are dead, right? There can't be any kind of survivor story.
They aren't fucking mutually exclusive, though.
I think we need to look at this from the opposite direction.
Huh? The opposite direction?
Let's assume Junko is still alive. If so, How could she have survived?
She wasn't stabbed. How could have Junko survived? She wasn't stabbed. But still, if she were alive somehow, could it be that Junko is not the one that died? It wasn't Junko but someone else entirely. Maybe she used some sort of trick. Fucking had, you know, posed. Oh, what? Oh, impersonation? Fuck. Impersonation? No. Oh, replace. Okay. What? Replica is what it's gonna say? Oh, replace. Okay, I can't spell for shit, so I'm confused. Replace.
Now I understand.
Holy shit. I had half a heart.
That's it! What if she switched places with someone else?
Switch places?
That's right! Before the spears could kill her, she got someone to take her place.
Yeah, Mukuro.
Specifically, Mukuro Ikusaba.
Then that would make it Mukuro's corpse that showed up later.
Which is why the body's height and weight and everything match Mukuro's profile, right?
I don't know anything about this switching
my
places
God.
thing, but that had to be Junko who got stabbed to death, right?
Why?
Yeah, you're saying they switched? When could they even have done that?
Before the game started?
Right when she was about to die? Like she used some kind of ninja replacement technique?
Okay, you guys are thinking way too literally.
Good point. There's just no way they could have switched like that. So maybe the whole idea is wrong.
Has to be some way. I need to figure out how to explain it. They switched at the beginning.
I got it! The two of
Come
them
on.
may have switched places from the very beginning.
They're thinking way too literal right there. Holy crap.
What? From the beginning?
Yes, from the moment we first met.
Yeah, it wasn't Junko, which is why the photos have her all facing the wrong way. Thus, so you wouldn't be able to tell that that wasn't Junko immediately, because she doesn't share the same face. Huh, bringing up that.
If that's when they switched, then they wouldn't have had to switch at the moment of death, right? After all, the one we saw at that point would have already been Mukuro.
Or who we view as Junko.
Hold on. So you're saying the Junko we first met
Was actually Mukuro.
was actually Mukuro all along?
Then we'd already met her?
I had like a normal conversation with her.
When we first met, none of us knew who anyone else was.
Exactly, that's why they have to take memories away, because it would be like, hey, you're not Junko.
So Mukuro could have simply told us her name was Junko, and we never would have known the difference. That would easily allow the two of them to switch places from the very beginning.
Wait, but Mukuro had a tattoo on the back of her hand, right?
Probably covered it up with some fucking makeup or something.
Junko never had any tattoo like that, did she?
She could have hidden it with foundation or something like that.
It's not really what's important right now.
If she did, it likely melted away in the explosion, exposing the tattoo after the body was extinguished. Plus, there were
Yeah,
the
it's probably
fake
more
nails
bad.
found on the
The
hands of
water.
Mukuro's body. They were the same fake red nails she was wearing when we all met for the first time.
Yep.
But if she really did use foundation,
Correct. Even if there was no tattoo on her hand, I couldn't say for certain it wasn't Mukuro. So I'm glad nobody noticed that glaring hole when we were trying to figure out who attacked Makoto. But too bad for you, Monokuma. You can't deny it anymore.
Yep.
Wait, so this whole thing was a setup from the very beginning?
Yep.
If that's true, it was quite an elaborate plan to be sure. Making it look like Mukuro was Junko.
No, because it allows you to run around the back, in the back of the scenes, everything. Because then you, because no one's looking for it, you can have free reign of everything.
The reason such an elaborate plan was possible is because the two of them were working together.
Yep.
So Mukuro, the ultimate despair, teamed up with someone like her. In other words, it would be fair to say that Junko herself was also the ultimate despair.
You have Kyoko's handbook, notebook thing, so is there too.
What's wrong? Lost the will to fight back?
I think he's just afraid.
Afraid? What's that mean, afraid?
What does anything, emotion-wise, mean?
Fear is only possible where hope is possible. I only have despair, so fear is an alien concept to me.
Then why haven't you been saying anything?
Because it's a bunch of nonsense. Junko's my secret identity?
Bring me proof that you're not.
As if.
Then why did you try and protect Junko's real identity?
Yep.
I tried to protect her identity?
Yep.
When did I do that?
All the photos. So he still refused to admit it, but he can try to deceive us all he wants. It doesn't matter because I've already figured it out. He tried to hide it not just once, but twice. First time was during the our latest investigation. Group photo. Hold on. What matters now is what?
Shoot!
Yes, that's.
I got it!
Fuck off!
While I was in the AV room, watching the DVD of our interviews with the headmaster.
Fuck that. Fuck off. That's the first one. Fuck off. Just fuck right on out of here. Jesus Christ. Fuck off. That pisses me off.
You made sure I couldn't finish watching the video.
The first
and the
time.
reason you did that is because you didn't want me to see the real Junko, did you?
The pictures are the exact same. And I swear to God, I got those afterwards. Or before that.
Oh, yeah! If everyone was in that video, of course Junko would have had to show up.
And if Makoto saw the real Junko, it would have been totally obvious that the Junko we met was an imposter.
The pictures are literally, are better proof than that.
That whole power outage thing was just a fluke.
Exactly, this is what defends against that. The fact that 4 pictures, it shows that it is a complete, not an accident. Fuck off. No, it wasn't a fluke. I fucking went through that 5 times. And that's not the only time they did it. Tried to cover it up. Fucking group photo. I swear to God. These fucking things.
Punishment is waiting for you.
I'm sure it
I'm
is.
not listening. What are you even talking about?
Jesus Christ, there's so much health. No, fuck.
Punishment is waiting for you. I'm not listening. What are you even talking about?
What? Hello. These fucking games.
Punishment is waiting for you.
Okay, group photo, please.
That's impossible.
This should prove
Why
it.
didn't you use that in the first place? Whatever. Whatever. Fuck it.
The video wasn't the only thing you tried to cover up. You did the same thing with this group photo.
Yes, that was much more blatantly obvious.
Uh-oh.
I noticed it just a little while ago, when we were all comparing the photos we got. In all the photos, there's a certain similarity, an unusual circumstance.
What's so unusual about them?
The unusual comment about these pictures is that Junko's face is always covered. Junko's face.
I got it! Junko's face. The one thing common to every single photo is that you can't see her face. It's hard to believe her face would just happen to be hidden in every single picture, don't you think?
Yeah, it is odd.
And on top of that, in this photo, you can see that Mukuro is clearly visible. So in other words, at that point, the two of them hadn't switched yet. With all that in mind, there's no doubt that the girl whose face is hidden here is the real Junko. Which is why you had to have pictures that didn't show her face.
Yep.
Because if we could have seen her face, then it would have clearly revealed that the Junko in the pictures wasn't the Junko that we knew.
Which is why I would have fucking done that first, but whatever.
Xanadu!
I believe everything Makoto said is true. Junko and Mukuro switched places before we met either of them.
So she killed Mukuro, who had taken her place, making it look like she'd died. And the real Junko is still alive.
Yep.
And she's the one behind this whole murderous situation. This killing game. She's the true mastermind and the ultimate despair.
Xanadu times 2!
With this, the identity
Times
and
20.
the crimes of the Mastermind have been exposed.
No, wait, hold on!
Don't bother trying to deny it.
Yeah.
There's no more room for debate. You don't have anywhere left to run. I'll prove everything. Right now.
Climax interference begin. Oh god. Oh no. There's so much. What goes there? Okay. Okay, let's go back. This will help. Maybe. Fucking not. Sure, let's go with that. No. Fuck. I don't know which goes where. Shit, I probably should go in order. I don't know what goes. I'm gonna get this wrong. I'm gonna get this wrong. Well, this one's probably fucking Kyoko stopping it. So either that or that. Unless it's Kyoko seeing it, stopping it. Putting the mask on. Finding the body. The body's exploded. Let's go with that.
Here's exactly what
Which
happened.
ones did I get wrong?
We met the ultimate fashionista, Junko Enoshima, right after we all arrived here. But that wasn't the real Junko.
Exactly.
The girl we saw before us was actually the 16th student who had taken Junko's place. And that girl's name was Mukuro Ikusaba. But it wasn't long before she died at the hands of Monokuma. In other words, the mastermind, Junko Enoshima.
Fuck.
The killer is you!
Okay.
Her body was kept in the biolab, which had been converted into a morgue until Junko decided to put her body to use. Junko dragged the body out of the biolab, using the tarp to carry her to the garden. She fabricated the murder to try and frame Kyoko, who'd proven to be one big thorn in her side. Meanwhile, she wanted us all to think Mukuro was still alive and hiding somewhere inside the school.
Yes. Yes.
So she put on a mask and then attacked me.
Good.
After making
working.
sure I'd gotten a good look at the mask, she left the room. Then she put the same mask on Mukuro's body. This was all to make us think the person who attacked me and the corpse were one and the same.
Yep.
She wanted us to believe the murder had only recently taken place.
Too bad she didn't die from that explosion.
Finally, by strapping a bomb to the body, she was able to destroy any remaining evidence.
Yep.
She needed to hide the body's true identity. She had to make sure we didn't find out it was actually the same person we'd met in the beginning. This is the truth behind Mukuro's murder, and the one who carried it all out is the true mastermind.
Get fucked,
The
Monica.
real Junko Enoshima! That's the whole story behind this incident. Well, what do you have to say to that?
What? Are you broken again?
You can't get out of this, so don't even try.
Come on! It's time you finally revealed yourself!
Come on, don't bitch out now.
It's not like you're an endangered species or something. How long do you plan to keep hiding?
Give it up, Junko.
Bitch
The
out.
game's over.
Over?
Let me guess, it just only begun.
Did you really think the story would end once we reached the climax of the case? Wrong! There's still plenty more to go!
Oh. Okay. Well, Junko Enoshima, Ultimate Despair. Hey, I finally get to meet her. Oh, it's nice to meet you. Shake her hand.
We have been waiting so very long for peasants like you to appear.
The fuck?
If you swear your fealty to us, we will reward you with half of the entire world.
Are you just bullshitting
We've
me?
even drawn up the deed already. We will grant you honor, status, in some of our home cooking. Have you made your choice? Will you serve under us?
Okay.
Oh, did you think I was being serious? Sorry, I was just messing with you.
What the fuck is this?
It's been so long since I've had an audience. Even I'm not sure what kind of role I'm supposed to play.
This is the mastermind? God, I would have put fucking Hagakure up there before that point. Ugh. She's insane. The real Junko Enoshima.
Anyway, looks like I've finally been set free.
Yeah, Don't get too excited there.
Having to play Monokuma all the time, day after day.
And that'd probably get more boring.
It was like I was stuck in purgatory. Or like a slow suicide. I get bored so easy, you know?
Your face!
Huh? What about my face? What's wrong with my beautiful face? People have told me I'm cuter than 100 chihuahuas combined.
What the fuck?
I feel like this isn't the first time I've seen you.
Yeah, because it's not. No, I do remember seeing it. I'm sure I've seen it somewhere. Headmaster's room?
Shoot!
God damn it.
I got it!
Arriving at the school.
That's right. It was before I ever
Oh.
came to this school. I remember seeing a magazine cover.
Oh!
And you were on it.
I mean, I wouldn't doubt it.
Wow, you have a pretty good memory. I guess that's why you've made it this far, huh?
So I was right. Then what you told me in the main hall when this all began...
She didn't tell you that. Mukuro said that. Yeah. Yeah, it's saying that it's all cover photos and fake.
Sometimes a little lie is necessary to keep things moving along. Wouldn't you agree?
That explains why she didn't quite seem the same. Because she was a different person all along.
Yep.
I'm me. And Mukuro is Mukuro. She tried her best. But there's just no way she could have passed as the ultimate fashionista.
I mean, no one could have, other than you.
Two people can never become one as long as the walls of mind and body exist.
What the fuck?
Not even if they're twins.
Twins?
Oh, so she's twins with her? They look nothing alike.
I know. It's such a cliche, right? I'm almost embarrassed to admit it.
Oh my god.
So basically, Mukuro and I had your stereotypical twin relationship. The older sister, tough and proud. That was Mukuro. The younger sister, smart and cute. That was...
Me! Junko fucking Enoshima!
She's insane.
And together, we were the Despair Sisters, aka the Ultimate Despair!
Stop it.
Whoa! She's a totally different person now!
Stop it.
Like I said, I get bored easy as hell! I even get fucking bored with myself!
Maybe you should kill yourself then. Ha!
But if you're twins, why do you have different last names?
Because that would be too obvious.
Oh, that again? You have any idea how many times people ask me that shit? Maybe it's new to your dumb ass, but it bores me to tears. Answering the same questions over and over? Just make up whatever answer you want. I don't give a shit. The truth's fucking lame anyway.
But if she was your twin, that means you killed your own sister?
I mean, I wouldn't put it past her. She's kind of insane at this point.
And for reasons deeper and darker than the ocean. Ha! As if.
Well, I suppose I'd better explain.
What the fuck are these transitions?
For my plan to work, someone had to be able to control the killing game from behind the scenes.
Okay.
The so-called mastermind had to operate Monokuma, keep an eye on everyone, things like that.
Okay, I prefer if she just talked like this for the rest of the time.
But after looking at the situation, I determined it would be impossible for Mukuro to perform such duties. Because naturally, she turned out to be the letdown of the family.
Wow.
Leaving me behind to run off and join some band of mercenaries. Such a disappointment.
So sad.
So, I decided to play the role of director and have her join the rest of you in your school life. I could have let her work alongside me, but she would have been useless to me that way.
That's a fair point.
Besides, 15 students seemed like a solid number to start with.
What?
Of course, the fact that she was the ultimate soldier posed something of a problem.
Well, yeah, she could kill anyone and get away with it, probably.
She had what I call the 3 atrocities.
Oh,
Atrociously rank, atrociously filthy, atrociously repulsive.
never mind.
It was atrociously clear just how out of touch she was with the rest of society. Meanwhile, my ultimate fashionista status has an undeniable appeal that I didn't want to go to waste.
I mean, she does have an appeal to
And
her.
that's Why you switched identities?
If she wasn't going crazy.
Sadly, her inability to match my personality was even greater than I'd calculated. It was a lost cause. She was nothing more than a bit player, an extra unworthy of lines.
Damn.
Being the utter disappointment that she was, anyone would have expected her to get killed off right away.
Huh.
Which is precisely why I killed her. To meet everyone's expectations.
God.
That can't be your only reason, can it?
Well, no, of course not. I also did it to avoid becoming bored.
I've never been a stickler for
What?
following a plan to the letter, you know?
What the fuck is this?
If I planned everything out and knew just what was gonna happen, that'd be so boring. So, I changed things just a bit and decided to use Mukuro to make a little point.
In other words, Mukuro's death was a one-sided, premeditated act of betrayal.
Yep.
Just as I suspected. When Mukuro was killed, she must have been as surprised as anybody else.
Yeah, she didn't, yeah.
So
It was
you
odd.
figured it out? Well, you're right. There's no way Mukuro could have pulled off such a convincing performance.
Unless it was by, you know, fucking surprise.
But she did teach you all a very valuable lesson, don't you think?
What?
How can you talk like that? You sacrificed your own sister. How does that not even bother you?
What? I sacrificed her? That's what's got you so hot under the collar? Jeez, misunderstandings sure are scary. We were the ultimate despair, you know? So we never had any kind of hope or expectations. Nope, I felt despair as long as I can remember. Like I never should have been born at all.
God.
When I was born, I cried tears of total despair. So that's why for us, it's not a big deal whether we die or kill. We're just those kinds of people. We can do anything. We've always been filled with despair. So when we do something, we go all the way and live without regret.
She's insane. She's fucking mental.
So you just murdered your own sister and didn't think anything of it?
That's not true at all.
What the fuck?
We were twins. How could I not be sad? That's why it gets me so excited.
Oh yeah, you look excited.
Killing my precious sister with my own two hands. That act is filled with so much despair. You can't help but put a super in front of it.
Super despair.
It's like super, 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 super despair. No, more than that. Super, 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 super despair.
She's... What the... Why?
It just feels so good.
Did we win?
What the hell is wrong with you?
Oh shit!
And my sister too. In that moment of death, I think she must have felt that despair. After all, to be murdered by your own sister, and only as an example to someone else.
Oh shit.
She must have died feeling such excruciating hopelessness. I'm so jealous of her. Super jealous.
Only a super jealous?
I knew you couldn't be just some ordinary person. You're some kind of abnormality.
That doesn't even begin to describe her.
Turning your own despair into some kind of fetish. Abnormality doesn't even begin to describe it.
Yeah, no shit.
Like, Genocide Jill is crazy for sure, but this is a whole nother level of nuts!
They'd have a fun party together.
You're saying I don't compare to some lowly beast that can only kill the weak, right?
Oh shit!
So I'm hopelessly attractive,
Called out.
hopelessly brilliant, hopelessly athletic. I'm the hopelessly perfect ultimate human.
I don't know about perfect. You're kind of fucking insane.
No. I don't think there's anything perfect about anything you just said.
You're perfectly insane.
Yeah, Master's way more
Oh my God.
perfect. Because on top of everything else, he's got that noble blood.
Don't you mean had that noble blood?
What did you just say? What do you mean by that?
What?
You still haven't figured that part out yet? Man, you guys are so slow!
What the hell?
You haven't even solved all the mysteries, and yet here you are, yapping away!
Are you talking about our memories?
You've already solved this mystery, right? I'm the killer. So how about the next one? Maybe you should solve the riddle of your missing memories.
God.
Then you can start gloating.
Do we really have to deal with her like this now?
Damn straight. That's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to solve all these mysteries. And then we'll have our victory.
I can't wait.
All right, then let's just get straight to the point. What memories did you steal from us?
That's for you to figure out.
When the group pictures were taken, and those interviews, I got it! It must have something to do with our entrance day exams.
No.
No fair! At least give us a hint!
Oh my god.
Your brains are like sponges, all drippy and leaky. I already gave you a hint before. All the memories you lost share something in common with a few other things. Do you recall?
Thinking back to what Monokuma told us, the memories that were stolen from us, what they must be related to. The motives Monokuma came up with.
I got it! You're talking about the motives you provided to try and get us to kill each other, right?
So you do remember after all. Well, I would hope you wouldn't forget something so important.
Yeah.
It was stupid of me to even ask. I apologize from the bottom of my heart for my bad manners. So then, let me ask you another question. Did you notice that each motive I presented you had a specific theme to it?
There's greed, pride because of secrets, fucking freedom.
Theme?
Yep, you got it. So that's my question to you all. When Sayaka was murdered, what was the theme of the motive I presented?
Escape and saving your family and all that. Theme of the motive gave us international relations, human connections.
I got it! The
With your family
driving
and
force
stuff.
behind the motive you presented us with at that point was human connections.
Ding, ding, ding. You got it. Remember those DVDs I gave you guys? Each video showed the total destruction of your most important relationships.
Yep.
For example, your family. For example, your friends. I ruined all those relationships and showed you the results. It was to motivate your desire to escape and kickstart your urge to kill. But still, what a cruel thing to do.
Yeah, it is.
You're the one that did it.
Yes, well, I'm perfectly happy to accept your disapproval.
Good lord.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Time for the next question.
Not this one again. If she just stayed in fucking the teacher mode or that one, it would have been fine.
So, what was the theme for the second motive?
Greed, I do believe. Or not. Oh, the past?
I got it!
Yeah, the past.
It was our past, right?
Yeah, the secrets, and then it was greed. Okay, I got it mixed up there.
Yay! Makoto got it right again! That time, the theme was...
Your secrets.
embarrassing memories and secrets! Yeah!
What the hell?
And the whole reason Mondo did what he did was to protect his secret.
See, that's why I'd say pride, because you don't want it to hurt your self-image.
So, how long do you plan on dragging this out?
Relax, relax. Okay, on to the next question. So, what was the motive for the third murder?
Greed.
I got it! It was money, wasn't it? Greed.
Seek and destroy! Hell yeah, you got it again!
The one I can't stand. Fucking money on money.
Goddamn straight it was money! Celeste killed Hifumi and Taka for a little personal gain. Her greed led to all kinds of death and destruction.
What's the point of all this? Why are you making us go through this case by case?
Why not?
Don't worry, sweet cheeks. Just one more to go. Now, can you tell me the motive behind crazy-ass Sakura's crazy-ass death?
Motive was blackmail. No, oh, no. Seriously, you just don't get it.
Shoot!
It wouldn't be blackmail, then I guess it would be betrayal.
I got it!
Fuck me.
In her case, it was betrayal.
Precisely. You see, once I revealed Sakura's betrayal, that led to everything that came afterwards.
It's still blackmail, though.
Anyway, it looks like you answered all of my questions correctly. How painfully delightful.
But what's the point? What meaning is there in asking those questions now?
Relationships? Secrets? Money? Betrayal?
They're all the top for most murders, right?
These are all pretty standard motives, right? The most normal of normal. Totally middle of the road.
To show that these ultimates really aren't anything special.
But of course, those aren't the only motives that exist in this world.
To bring him down.
In fact, there are as many reasons to kill as there are people on Earth.
That's true.
They compel humans to kill each other, bringing despair to the world. This is what we refer to as the seed of despair.
So you need to go spread the seed of despair for everyone?
Seed of despair?
Just as water, air, and food promote growth in living things, the seed of despair also needs nourishment. And that nourishment is hope. Despair can grow only in the presence of hope. Two sides of the same coin, divided by a razor-thin line. Such is hope and despair.
That's fair.
How much longer is this stupid speech of yours? Weren't we discussing our missing memories? Why are you trying to change the subject?
If you would listen, you would see I'm not changing the subject. We are discussing your memories.
Thank you. I like this voice better. It is so much more normal.
What I'm trying to say is, the seed of despair is closely tied to your own memories.
How so?
You see, by taking away your memories, I gave you hope. Of course, that hope merely existed to be consumed by despair.
Okay.
How could taking away someone's memories give them hope?
And plus, you haven't given us any hope anyway!
Is that so? All you've been able to think about during your time here is how to escape, right?
Yeah, there's a reason why we came in here in the first place and agreed to stay here.
The mere fact that that's what you want proves I gave you hope.
Because if we agreed to stay in here, that means something fucked up happened. And I imagine it's that tragedy that everyone keeps talking about. Because there'd be no other reason to put in yellow, or whatever color they use, if they're not going to bring it up.
What are you talking about?
So I assume that's what we were getting away from.
If none of you wanted to escape this school, the killings never would have taken place.
Yep.
That is why we took your memories, so that you would have the desire to leave.
The only reason we want to leave is because you took our memories. Is that what you're saying?
Yep.
Correctamundo!
Which means if we did have our memories, then we wouldn't want to leave. Do I understand that right?
You do.
What? Why the hell would having our memories make us not want to leave?
That means there's a reason why we want to stay in here.
A most troubling thought, isn't it? But it's not enough. I want more distress, more despair. I put so much effort into creating hope in order to feed your despair and make it grow. So, just like Crazy Eddie slashing his prices and passing the savings
What?
on to you, let me give you a hint.
Fucking crazy Eddie.
Real?
Then hurry up and tell us.
Okie dokie. Like they say, seeing is believing. I'd like for you to see the outside world.
Cool. The outside world.
You mean the world beyond the school walls?
So something really did happen out there.
Now are you interested in what I have to say? You wanna see what's out there? Hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. I wanna see too. See your faces sink into despair. Now then, open sesame! Behold, the world beyond the school walls! This is the outside world
Just
you've
open
all
the
been
fucking
so
thing.
anxious to claw your way back into.
Just show us. What the actual fuck did you do? What is this? What? Why is everyone wearing masks? Why are the fucking buildings and monuments wearing masks? What is this?
What the?
What the actual fuck is wrong with you?
Dangerous. The world has grown so very dangerous. That's
mean
what this
very?
means.
Very dangerous?
What are you talking about? None of this makes any sense.
What am I looking at?
This is a scene from a movie or something, right?
Nope.
What you just saw, all of you should recognize it.
You should recognize it. What about it should we recognize? This whole thing is
That
insane.
world is locked away within the memories that were taken from you. If you can't remember, please just try. Do your best to try and recall.
Fuck
Better
off.
kick your brain in the ass, because it's up to that gray lump whether you live or die. I don't remember ain't a fucking excuse no more, because now it's time for the final class trial.
Let's do this.
Come on, bitches! Remember or die! What the fuck happened outside?
I don't
You
know.
want us to remember or whatever, but when it comes to that crazy confusing video you showed us, I don't understand a damn thing!
What's the meaning of the footage we saw? Is this another one of your practical jokes?
I mean, you're telling us to remember, but what am I supposed to be remembering?
If nobody can remember anything, this is the end for all of us. What other choice do we have?
Oh. Every one of us has lost. Okay, no, Genocide Jack.
Come on, bitches!
Memory.
Remember or die! What the fuck
I'm almost
Want
done
us to,
fucking
when it
time,
comes to
too.
that crazy confusing video, I don't
like
understand
30
it.
What's the
seconds.
meaning of...
God damn it.
I refuse to give up yet.
I just need more time, man.
Come on, bitches! What the fuck
You want us to when it comes to that crazy I don't understand.
What's the meaning of the footage? Is this another one of your practical jokes?
I mean, you're telling us to remember, but what am I supposed to be remembering?
If nobody can remember anything.
No.
I was gonna hit it, but no, I ran out of time last time, so fuck that.
Actually, she might remember.
Who might remember?
The other Toko, Genocide Jack.
What?
The two of them share certain kinds of knowledge, but their memories aren't linked, right?
I see. If their memories are separate, then even if one personality's forgotten, there's a chance the other may still have those memories.
What do you say, Toko?
Exactly.
Are you telling me to swap places with her?
Yes.
No! Absolutely not! That'd be like forfeiting my entire identity!
Shut up.
Toko, you're the only one we can rely on now.
Oh my god, that was quick.
Dun, da, da, da! It's me, your friendly neighborhood serial killer!
Boy, she just gave in like it was nothing.
I'm going to ask you a question, and I want to have it answered immediately. Do you know anything about this video?
Huh? What video?
The video that's playing right now.
Who the hell are you?
Oh, I'm the Mastermind.
Wow.
Oh, nice to meet ya!
Good lord.
Nice to meet you too.
They are just perfect for each other to talk about.
That's enough! Just look at the stupid screen.
Aye, aye! Roger, you got it, Captain!
Well, does it look familiar?
I don't have all the details, but... Of course it does!
Of course.
Then you remember all the stuff it's showing?
Of course I do!
So you didn't lose your memory after all.
Then why didn't you say something earlier?
I only have
answer questions when someone bothers to ask me. I'm the quiet type, you know?
Oh my god.
Oh my god, she's the worst liar in the world.
No shit.
More importantly, if you really do remember, what is it?
Huh? What's the matter, Master? Do you really not remember the tragedy?
Trademark.
The tragedy?
It's trademarked, Byakuya. You have to pay money every time you say it.
Oh no! You seriously forgot? Maybe I can help you remember with a kiss.
No.
Just answer the question. What happened out there?
Well, I can't really say if it happened or if it's still happening, but it was the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
What?
Why is that phrase coming up now?
Because it's all because of that event. What is? Are you serious? I'm talking about the way the world is now.
Is now?
The world's been destroyed, get it?
Yep.
Destroyed?
Explain yourself. Tell us everything you know.
Copy that, darling. Okay, so this big, awful, tragic event, they started just calling it the tragedy, happened about a year ago. It was so big and so bad that even this murderous fiend went pale at the sight of it.
Okay.
I guess you could say what happened was man-made. But it was more on the level of a worldwide natural disaster. Either way, there's no doubt that it was the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. And as a result, in basically no time flat,
Everyone died.
the world turned out the way it did. And that's that.
Oh, well, there you go.
That's all there is to it? Come on! There wasn't a single concrete description in there!
There weren't hard numbers. Where's the
Well,
numbers?
it just so happens I don't know any of the specifics. Miss Moreau saw it all play out in real time, so why don't you ask her?
She's retarded.
We already did, and she didn't know anything. That's why we're asking you.
Yeah, no shit.
I couldn't live up to Master's expectations! To die!
I would love it if you did.
Tragedy!
Okay, that's enough of your little lover's quarrel.
Thank you, Junko.
Whatever happened, it doesn't matter at this exact point in time, right? The end justifies the means. Everything serves the outcome. In other words, the world has ended. That's the important thing.
How can the world just end? It's the world!
Oh my god.
Calm down. It's okay. There's no need to panic.
Yeah, we're here.
Every living person will be dead in 100 years anyway. So the world ending isn't that big a deal.
Good lord.
Oh, come on. Now you're just being ridiculous.
Well, as long as we're being ridiculous. I have another ridiculous story to tell you.
How crazy you are?
It's the story of the Tagami Corporation, which has given Byakuya's life all its meaning.
What? What did you say?
Let me guess, it's been destroyed.
I'm glad to see you took the bait. You bit into it like a middle-aged secretary at an all-you-can-eat cake buffet.
Damn.
Hey! So, what do you think happened to the Togami family?
Oh, I'm glad I have all these answers. Let's go with number 2.
Correct. Well done, peasant.
Thank you. Can I still get half the world, please?
But I didn't say anything yet.
Oh, well, you thought it.
I just got so fucking bored waiting, I couldn't help it. Even if you're wrong, eventually you'll figure it out, right? Till then, you're just going in circles.
So, no matter what you pick, you get the right answer. Pretty innovative, don't you think?
Thank you.
But do you think it might be a disease? Getting bored so easy, I mean. Do you think I might be sick?
Sick in the head.
Anyway, like I was saying, Byakuya's entire lineage has been totally annihilated.
Damn.
What? What the hell are you talking about?
I can confirm that his entire family has died. Even the distant relatives. The Tagami name has perished.
Good God, that's so terrible.
Stop with these idiotic jokes!
Stop! And said with such authority. A peasant would dare challenge us? The avatar of divine punishment? You must learn your place, peasant. You are no longer the ultimate affluent progeny.
You're the ultimate failure.
They couldn't possibly be gone! The Togami family is destined to guide the world!
When there's no world to guide, what do they do?
Hell, there is no world anymore, remember?
There you go.
It got fucked a full year ago.
Hold on. That doesn't make any sense.
Huh? I don't make sense.
There's no way that happened a year ago.
Why not?
I mean, we only came to this school a few weeks ago.
That's what you remember.
If some kind of world-ending event happened a year ago, then how do you explain the totally normal world we were living in up till then?
Have you considered the possibility that you're mistaken about that?
You don't remember a lot of things so far. What's to say you don't remember a lot more?
Mistaken?
Well, if I'm understanding you right, it sounds like you think the tragedy happened a year before you arrived here.
Yeah, really?
Well, yeah. I mean, like he said, we just got here a few weeks ago.
Did you?
A few weeks ago? Ooh, I get it. You're saying that what happened 2 years ago actually happened more recently, right?
2 years ago.
Huh? 2 years ago?
Well, I mean, you guys all started attending Hope's Peak Academy 2 years ago.
That's what I thought. I figured they'd lose memories. With the whole, like, oh, I don't remember that interview or whatever. It's just... Same with the pictures that started to show up after this first murder, really. Or second one. Wait, what? 2 years ago, what is that?
What the hell is this chick trying to say?
I understand why you'd have trouble accepting it, but in the end, you can't deny the truth. And the truth is, everything is cause and effect. Deny that, and you may as well give yourself up to God.
Oh wait, no, the tragedy they were describing was the tragedy at the school, right? Because I think that's something, because there was a tragedy that they mentioned. I don't remember if it said the world or the school. I don't remember which. I remember that it said a tragedy somewhere. I don't remember where though.
You must surely understand all the hints I've given you so far, right?
So I did a tragedy happen, so they got locked up in the school? Or was it the world that they're describing?
What are the memories I took from you?
For 2 years of school life.
Answer us! Answer with all your heart and soul!
How are we supposed to answer?
I just don't know what's going on anymore.
Still, we have to answer somehow. If we don't, everything ends right here. The memories that were stolen from us, if what Junko says is true, if we first came here 2 years ago, but the rest of us only remember getting here within the last few weeks or so. So the memories she took are the life of Hope's Peak.
I got it! If we accept that what you say is true,
Yep.
then we've all lost our memories of the last 2 years after coming to this school.
Nope. Nope. No. Nope. No. I mean, no matter what anyone says,
Another correct answer. Well done, peasant.
Do I still get that world?
Seriously? This routine again?
We've lost 2 years worth of memories?
That's right. You've already spent 2 full years here at Hope's Peak Academy.
It explains the pictures.
And that entire period of time is precisely what you've forgotten.
I don't remember the last 2 years of my life? That's not possible!
I want to think that too, but I don't want to believe it. But that's nothing but our desire. I don't want to believe it. I want it to be impossible. But if it is the truth, then we have to accept it. It is because he has that book that has his name in it, his school book. Locker notebook.
2 years worth of memories. I could never lose something like that.
We've been living here for 2 years? Hell no! That's impossible!
Is it?
I mean, I haven't gone to any awesome school events or anything! Heck, I've never even gone to a single class!
Yes, you have.
No, that's wrong.
Oh, that was right at the end too. Oh shit.
Hero, there's something I'd like you to take a look at.
Yep.
This notebook right here.
Huh? Hey, why's my name written on it?
I found it in the locker room on the 2nd floor. If you don't mind, could you take a look inside?
Sure, whatever you want. But I've never seen this notebook before in my life.
Wuzza, is something wrong?
It's kinda similar. No, even more than that.
Identical to his handwriting.
This is absolutely my handwriting, without a doubt! But how is this? I don't remember ever writing in this thing! No! No way!
It looks like you actually did attend class here at Hope's Peak. But somehow, you forgot all about it.
Lies! It's all one big lie!
But is it?
I don't want to believe it either. But there's also no explanation for this pocketbook.
Exactly.
And whose pocketbook is that?
Hers.
It's mine. And the handwriting inside is also mine. There's no doubt about it. But just like Hiro, I have no memory of ever writing in it.
And the reason for that is the 2 years of missing memories?
Exactly.
After seeing all the evidence, do you have any choice but to acknowledge the truth?
Just because we don't want to accept it doesn't mean it's not the truth.
Isn't it just so desperately dark? The mystery's solved, but it's like a goddamn funeral in here! Shit, man! I've never been to a funeral! Hell yes!
Good God.
2 years of school life. How many moments of blossoming youth have you missed out on? How many fun classes? How many school events? This was your chance to build lasting friendships, right?
Yeah.
And on top of that, something tragically sad happened 1 year ago. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Right before everyone's eyes, the world came crashing down. You absorbed all that despair, but then you forgot it all. And once you'd forgotten, you made the choice to subject yourselves to this killing game.
Okay, I don't know if we made that choice.
Oh, and there's one other thing. To be even more precise, the memories you all lost were...
Actually, never mind.
Oh my God.
Bored. Explaining stuff is boring.
What?
We are bored of this world. Everyone always talks big, declaring all the great things they'll do. But then they always fizzle out. This world is just so desperately fucking boring!
What are you talking about?
No shit.
In a way, I'm jealous of all of you. To give yourself over so completely to such stimulating despair.
Yeah, so figure out the rest for yourselves! I'm sick of expositioning all this shit!
Oh my God.
Figure out what?
Figure out where your memories come apart. That's at the heart of all of this.
When our memories come apart, is she talking about the moment at the entrance ceremony when I got my acceptance when I fainted?
I got it!
When you fainted going into that
The
building?
moment I lost my memories. I can't think of any time other than that day.
Once he walked
When
in.
I first came to the gates of this school and stepped foot in the main hall, when I passed out, I was overcome with a strange sensation.
Wow, you still have enough spirit to keep on talking, huh? So I don't know much about the details, but it seems like everyone remembers passing out, right? And your sense of time got all messed up because of the memory loss after that? I guess it must have been something like that.
After I passed out, I woke up in a classroom with my head on a desk.
Yeah.
I assumed not much time had passed since I'd collapsed in the main hall.
But instead, 2 whole years had gone by.
How didn't they notice that they changed a little in 2 years?
The reason it felt so short was because our memories of the time in between had been completely removed.
I mean, seriously, they would completely change. It's 2 years. And they're in high school. They're gonna change drastically in 2 years.
You got it, honey. 2 years of memories? Poof! Gone! Which means, of course...
When everyone met for the first time, it wasn't actually for the first time. Unaware of this fact, you took the time to introduce yourselves to each other, but
by that point, we'd already spent 2 years together at the school.
So you would have already known every single one of that piece of information without even having to, if you had your memories.
That's what those photos reveal, isn't it?
Yep, that's exactly what it does reveal, actually. Because strangers don't take pictures together like that.
Yep, that's what they reveal. You were all such close friends. You spent 2 years together, and then you started killing each other.
Yep.
And it was also you could escape into a world that's already been annihilated. What a terribly tragic tale. Even if you left now, there's nothing you could do to fix it.
You're the one who set things up to be like this!
I love you all so much.
What?
What?
Once your school life here began, I thought about you constantly. It's only natural that I would fall in love.
What?
So, since I love you guys so much, I'll tell you all about it! All about the idea we came up with as the ultimate despair! Our plan to bring despair to all mankind!
It's because you love us. Ultimate despair, all mankind.
Let's go back in time 2 years, okay? Back to when everyone first came to this school. School life during that first year overflowed with hope and happiness. Oh boy, it was just the worst! Everyone was enjoying themselves so much! You were all having the time of your lives!
But that couldn't last forever, of course. The peacefulness only made it through that first year.
Of course.
Because after that, an event unfolded that hammered a soul-crushing despair into all of humanity. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The tragedy.
Trademarked.
All too soon, the world's days of peace came to a bloody end.
Of course it did.
And as you can imagine, the school was no exception. The tragedy even made its way here, leading to the extermination of most of the students.
Fuck.
What are you?
What do you mean?
The most tragic event in human history. And the ultimate despair that caused it. I can't believe it's all because of just you and Mukuro. Was it some kind of organization? An angry mob? An incredibly motivated family?
You have a point. If I had to describe it, I'd say it was none of those.
What?
How can I put it? It was more of an ideological thing.
Oh, so they went through, like, propaganda and trying to convince people that way.
Despair is contagious, you know? It's almost like a natural phenomenon.
Fucking propaganda campaign. Posters everywhere.
Everyone is capable of it. And now the entire world has fallen into despair.
In other words, if you see despair as the enemy, then your enemy is the world itself.
I just don't understand why.
We didn't ask you to try to understand. This was a tangent anyway, unrelated to the matter at hand.
Okay, so let's get back to the story.
Good God.
Hope's Peak had taken so much damage. You guys were the only survivors.
Bullshit.
The members of the 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy were the only ones left.
Fuck.
And then, something super neat happened! Now pay attention, because this is important, and I'm only gonna say it once!
I doubt it.
So guess what? To protect everyone who had survived, Hope's Peak was transformed into a shelter! That's right! It was transformed into a shelter!
Yeah, you didn't say it once.
I said it twice!
Now,
Good God.
someone was responsible for that transformation, for creating what would eventually become your prison.
The headmaster.
Do any of you know who that might have been?
The one who turned it had to be the headmaster.
I got it! Could only have been the headmaster of Hope's
Which
Peak
is why
Academy.
that's why he asked if we could stay here forever. Because the tragedy had already happened. And to keep us safe, we had to stay here. Because everyone else had fucking died.
He wanted to turn the school into a shelter to try and protect us.
For Hope.
To protect us from the despair and tragedy taking place outside. That's why he asked us to make that promise. To say that we were willing to live in this school forever.
We believe he had something like that in mind, yes. If you, the collective hope of a new generation, could survive, maybe the world could have a fresh start.
Maybe.
Yeah, the headmaster put that much faith in you.
I'll take it.
And because we had that same hope, that's why we all agreed to live here forever.
Yep.
But creating the shelter was also his single biggest mistake.
Was it though? We're still alive.
It's laughable, really. He was the headmaster, but he had no idea. He had no idea that we, the ultimate despair, had already made our way into the school.
God, you guys are the worst.
So what was supposed to be a shelter to keep you safe became a cage that made it impossible for you to escape despair. I have to say, it really helped me out a lot. It saved me a ton of time.
By the way, it was you yourselves who blocked off the windows, the doors, all the exits.
Bullshit! How the fuck would we put those bolts on the windows and walls?
Under the headmaster's direction, you all went about your work like obedient little
There's
sheep.
no way. That's just so much work. There's no way we could have done that because we couldn't get it off.
You mean we trapped ourselves in here?
I mean, I would, but I don't know how we would have done it.
And then you forgot all about it and started bitching about how you were trapped in here.
Once you'd finished building your little shelter, it was time for me and Mukuro to get to work. And thus began the killing game.
Me and Mukuro had come here, spending the last 2 years waiting for that moment.
That moment where you all began killing each other served as the climax of our global despair plan.
And the only reason you survived the tragedy was so that you could be a part of it.
Fuck.
Only let us live? So we could go around killing each other? Is that what you're saying?
Why? Why would you do that?
Because despair.
Because this was so much more than a simple high school deathmatch. Rather, it was a method to hunt down and destroy every last remaining speck of hope in the world.
What are you saying?
Well, it would seem that there's a little bit left out there. A few souls unwilling to give up hope.
Well, because he'll never die.
So I thought I should show them, which is why I...
Well, why don't you tell me?
Broadcasted this game. Did to show everyone in the outside world, that was the live broadcast. What? I don't know what this is. Yes. I don't know what this is. Page? Oh, hijack. Fuck. God, I can't spell for shit. Oh, fuck me. Give me it.
Now I understand.
Hijack the airwaves.
You're talking about you hijacking the airwaves, aren't you?
Yep.
Uh-huh. That's exactly what I'm talking about. To show the world the murders taking place at this school, which was meant to be a symbol of hope.
That was the whole point of the ultimate despair. When I said climax, that was what I was talking about. The world watched as you fell into despair and began to kill each other one after another. Despair is as contagious as any disease. Any hope left turns to despair.
I guess you could say that.
Isn't the power of television just amazing? By the way, since we started broadcasting, a whole bunch of people have tried to come and rescue you.
And I'm sure that's turned out well.
Are you serious?
But utilizing the heavy weaponry I installed around the school
Fuck.
grounds, I had no problem expelling them.
Heavy weaponry.
Expelled them?
I have to thank you all. They were a relentless bunch, refusing to give up on hope and trying to force their beliefs on the world. But in the end, I was able to give them the final despair. Death.
So you just used us? To bring despair to everyone in the outside world?
Still probably not everyone.
Well, sure, but I also gave you a second chance at life, right? So it's like, give and take.
2 steps forward, 2 steps back.
Give and take? You're so full of...
Shit!
And there's a reason I chose you guys to survive when all the other students were dropping like flies. I mean, we built up 2 years of memories together. You were all my treasured classmates.
Sorry, that's a lie. I just figured you'd despair even more when you found out a friend had betrayed you.
And that's the truth, which is what you wanted, right? So, does it make you feel utterly lost and hopeless?
Not really, because I would have seen this coming because you're crazy.
You solved the mystery, but despair at the truth, right?
And that's what I told the headmaster. Dude, she's really fucking insane.
Don't tell me. Did you seriously count on the possibility that we would solve your mystery?
And if we did, then what? Our final desire for creating this world of despair was so we could experience one last class trial. If you were bold enough to solve the mystery, only to discover that the truth was utterly hopeless, how would you react? What would you do?
Accept the truth because that's what we have to do.
See? Discovering the truth doesn't necessarily lead to a sense of hope.
But it's still important.
Truth can be full of despair, too. Like right fucking now.
But it's still necessary. Truthful of despair.
Not to mention, all those motives I talked about were totally meaningless. I mean, with the world having ended and all.
Meaningless? Then we've
Kill each other for no reason.
been murdering each other? For nothing?
And think about it. You chose to lock yourselves up here, then started murdering each other to get out.
We weren't just random strangers either. We were classmates. We'd spent 2 years together.
Yep.
No, even I can't laugh at that.
Thank you.
We get it. We get it, okay? You're totally awesome, right? We get it already. So help us. I'll do anything.
Oh my
Just
God.
help me.
A peasant begging for his life? Oh, how delightful! We've never witnessed such a travesty firsthand.
But I'm sorry to say, begging doesn't work on me.
I wouldn't be begging.
All I want is despair, and there's no reason for it. And since there's no reason, there's no argument against it. There's just no understanding it. No argument, no understanding. What better definition of ultimate despair could there be?
Yeah, so insanity.
Wait, hold on. You've just been going on about whatever you feel like, but there's no real reason for us to believe anything you have to say.
What?
Huh?
You say the world's fallen apart, but I haven't seen it for myself, so I don't acknowledge it. I don't accept it as the truth.
Okay.
Until you see it with your own eyes. Truth and falsehood overlap one another. In other words, you're not unlike Schrodinger's cat right now. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
If so,
Are you saying you won't accept the truth until you can go outside and see for yourself? Well, you better not. You go out into that world and you're all gunners for sure.
So does he want to take that risk?
Trust me, I'm not lying about any of this.
I doubt she is. I really doubt she is.
Well, even if it's all true, I refuse to give in. I refuse to lose to you. For the sake of everyone you've killed.
Huh? Everyone I've killed?
I don't think she's killed anyone.
What are you talking about? You're the ones who killed them.
She killed her sister, but that's it.
I didn't kill anyone. I simply gave you a little...
And that's all it took for you to start killing each other. You're nothing but bloodthirsty animals.
That's why anyone was murdered here, peasant.
Say what you want about hope, but we're all creatures of instinct, right? Despair comes naturally.
Hell yes! That's funny as shit!
No! This isn't just some game to us. It's murder! Plain and simple. You stole our memories. Invented reasons for us to do it. You pushed us all into a corner!
Well, then the whole argument is who's responsible? The person who gives the motive or the person that actually fucking kills the person? Sorry, but you can just fucking say, no, I don't need money. I won't kill someone.
It's all your fault!
You certainly have a talent for passing the buck, don't you? That must be your hope, huh?
Yeah, really.
But we don't have much time left to keep up this banter. We have to draw things to a close soon.
What do you mean?
I'm talking about the vote, of course. You didn't forget
Yeah.
about that little rule, did ya? Oh, and also, since this will be the last vote, I decided to change the rules.
What?
You guys so full of hope, and me so full of despair. I've decided to have you vote which one will be punished. If even one of you votes to punish Hope, well then, I'll consider that a win for me, and punish everyone on the side of Hope.
Even if it's just one person?
Oh, but don't worry, I won't be voting, of course.
Okay, then that's easy. Let's not die.
Even if you don't, you've still got the upper hand in all this.
It's okay. Nobody would actually vote to kill themselves, right?
Yeah, no shit.
Oh, let me just mention one more thing. When I win, to punish you guys, you'll have to stay here till you grow old and die. No fighting, no killing. That's your punishment.
It's not that bad. I mean, it would have been all for nothing. But it's not even that bad, honestly. That's not a bad punishment. What? Because the idea is, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna take the risk and go out into the world, or are you gonna take what you know and just stay here?
You mean, we just...
I mean, if everyone is still alive, I'd definitely say, yeah, let's fucking do that. It's not bad.
We'd have to just live here?
She's saying she'll let us live.
If you're not happy with that, then go ahead and punish me. And make your way to the outside world.
Because again, if every single person was here, yeah, we could definitely live here for a while.
Enter a world fallen from grace, where only despair exists, where you'd likely be dead within a day.
What are you saying? So no matter what, we're doomed.
Wait a sec! I just got hit with an inspiration bomb!
Inspiration bomb.
Dying of old age is boring as shit, right? The audience at home isn't gonna dig that at all! So, here's what'll happen. One of you will get to experience an instant, super impressive punishment!
What? You can't just...
Do you mean to say you'll execute one of us?
Why would any of us vote for that then?
And I get to decide who's gonna have to suck it down!
Okay, well that's gonna be Makoto.
Makoto, you're up!
Me?
God, hopefully I haven't pissed anyone off.
Yeah, you've been acting up, causing all kinds of trouble. I hate you!
I'm sure you do.
So let me make this clear. Everyone has two choices in front of them.
Kill her or kill me.
If a single person votes for Hope to be punished, then only Makoto will receive a harsh punishment, and the rest of you will live here in peace.
Oh shit, whenever I talk back to Hagakure, oh damn it, that's all coming back.
On the other hand, you desire to see us punished, then you must all leave this place.
I will force you out, ensuring you all die horrible deaths in the outside world.
What I'm saying is, if you sacrifice Makoto, the rest of you will get to live out your lives.
Sacrifice me? See, that's when I say, hey, can we sacrifice Hagakure over there instead? That's or
What?
Toko.
Has your resolve softened? Have you lost confidence? Are you afraid of being punished? Don't you have faith in your friends?
No, that's not it.
It's okay. You're right to be afraid. It would seem all of those around you have realized the futility of going against me.
Shit.
Guys?
Seriously? You guys are considering this?
It's so beautiful. Your lovely faces, eroded by despair, have come together as one.
Besides, Yoko, you could never betray your father, could you?
Yeah, she could.
What?
I mean, the headmaster's only wish was that all of you would survive, right? That's why he tried to trap you all here after all.
Yep.
The least you can do is try to honor your dead father's wishes.
Kyoko!
One person's despair is enough to seal your fate. Isn't that just the most hopeless outcome ever?
Yeah.
So, who do you think's gonna give in? Whose despair is gonna sign your death warrant?
Fucking Hagakure over there is the most likely to fuck me over.
No one. Nobody's gonna give in to despair! We're not gonna lose to you!
So boring. Stubborn till the very end, huh?
So that's her normal face.
Well, that's fine. Then let's just hurry up and get it over with. It's time for the final vote. everything will come to an end. Your stupid hope.
I prefer just regular Junko over here.
And your stupid life!
No, I could go with her not threatening me. The final vote. This is it, the final confrontation. I had to show everyone, I had to make them remember. I had to convince them not to give up. To live in despair. That's not really living at all. Make your argument. For a photo, I don't have anything. Unless, I don't know.
We won't give up. As long as there's hope,
Oh.
we'll never give up.
Oh.
If I were to die, that would be the end of Hope's Peak Academy.
Hope.
Don't lose hope now.
Hope.
All my fortune-telling senses are telling me not to leave this place.
So? Hope.
But to live means moving forward, right? So even if it's hard, even if we're scared, we don't have any choice, do we?
No.
I want to keep on living. I want to open the next door. There must be something new waiting for me. So that's why, no matter what, I need to get out of here.
Hope.
The whole fortune-telling thing doesn't matter anymore. What matters is my own gut feelings.
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
Oh.
That would be the end.
I've decided to have faith in myself.
By the way, the air outside is totally polluted, you know.
Ah, polluted.
The
Ugh.
only reason we're okay in here is thanks to the air purifiers in the physics lab.
What would happen? Oh, so you know you're
Don't
fine.
lose hope now.
I've been thinking about all this, and I was thinking, at a time like this, what would Sakura do? You only get stronger by taking adversity by the horns. Confront that thorny path with enthusiasm. That sounds like something she'd say, right?
Sure.
No. I think that's definitely what she'd say, which is why yeah! I've made up my mind!
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die,
That would be the end.
I decided.
By the way, the only reason is thanks to the air. Say whatever you want. I've made my decision.
if I die, the purifiers will screech to a halt.
What, you have like
In
a
other words,
fucking switch?
as soon as I die,
You die.
the communal life you've all been living will come to an end.
Damn it.
Don't lose hope now.
I don't see her losing hope.
I don't care either way. I'm fine with whichever one is more interesting.
There you go.
Actually, I may not look like it, but I always hated school. Hell, no matter how I look, still hate it. Oh, but no matter what, Master has to come along with us.
That's why he's fucking
won't give
despairing.
As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
Actually, probably asking if you
I
could
were to die,
sacrifice
that would be
her.
the end. By the way, the only reason is thanks to the say whatever you want if I die. In other words, the communal life you've all. I can keep on living as long as I have my master.
All of you will have to leave. You'll have to go into the world outside, where only death and despair are waiting.
Byakuya, shut the fuck up.
Don't lose hope now.
Come on, man.
What's the matter? You're not actually trying to encourage me, are you? Ridiculous. It never even crossed my mind that I might give in to despair.
Of course not.
But don't misunderstand me. I couldn't care in the slightest what happens to you.
I wouldn't want it any other way.
I just have to keep my word. I swore I would end the life of the Mastermind. Besides, the Togami family isn't dead, because I'm still alive.
That's a good idea. Well, good
So
point.
until I can restore the Togami family and bring it greater glory than it's ever known,
Sure.
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die, that would be the end.
I decided.
By the way, the
Fucking
only reason
time to
is thanks
end this
the
shit.
whatever you want if I die. In other words,
been such a long
the communal
trial.
life you've all. I can keep on living. All of you will have to. You'll have to go into the world outside.
I already said I would claim the Mastermind's life, by whatever means necessary.
So,
Let's do
what
it.
are you gonna do?
Kill you.
Will you just die? Is that what you want?
Kyoko,
Don't lose
get
hope
over
now.
yourself.
I didn't really know my father, so I can't pretend to know what he was thinking. But even if we're just connected by blood, there's one thing I am sure of. He would never want us to abandon Makoto and choose to stay here. I can't explain why exactly. But if I'm sure of anything, I'm sure of that. Just because we don't actually know anything. Does that mean we can't understand? Could it be that... No, never mind.
What do you mean by that?
Makoto, I don't think you wound up at this school because you had good luck or bad luck. I
What?
think you came here for a different reason entirely.
I think it's good luck.
You came here to bring down the ultimate despair. You came here to confront despair without ever giving up.
Cool.
And if that's true, I think we could call you the ultimate hope. What do you think?
Yeah, I like ultimate good luck, but whatever.
What the...
I'll take it.
What the hell are you?
Your enemy. Your death. The ultimate hope has been added to Truth Bullet.
So uncool. Your stupid faces, the stupid things you've said, the stupid way you all treat each other.
Bitch, you going down now.
It's all so uncool, so unhip.
Fucking put the gun to her head.
Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up!
Goodbye.
Lame, 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 lame!
I'm not any kind of a leader or anything. Hope isn't a talent you develop, but still. But I still say goodbye. I swear to God. Oh shit.
You suck! So uncool! You dare to stand against us? Hope is a joke. Who are you?
Your idiocy ends here.
You're gross.
Thanks.
Suffer from despair.
I just love despair.
You suck. So uncool.
You're unbearable.
Hope is a joke. Who are you?
Would you like to die?
I would rather not die.
You're gross. Suffer from despair. Everything is pointless.
Fuck. Fuck. Fire.
Suffer from despair.
I just love despair.
Suffer from despair.
I'm not going to lose.
No.
Not gonna
You
lose.
suck.
I've won.
So uncool. You dare
Get
to stand
fucked,
against
bitch.
us. Hope is a joke. Who are you?
Your idiocy ends here.
Does it?
You're gross.
Thanks.
Suffer from despair.
Get wrecked.
Despair into tomorrow. Despair
off.
into
Hope keeps on
You don't
going.
get a finish. Fuck you. Get cut off. Despair in not finishing your
I refuse
statement.
to give up. I refuse to get bored. I refuse to throw it all away. I refuse to despair. Because all I have going for me is the desire to keep moving forward.
What's going on?
You lose.
What's happening?
You lose. Damn it, I was doing so well. Except that one segment. Oh god, that one. Ugh. Hey, I still got an A. Oh, there's something I just did terrible on. Take that 138 medals, though.
It looks like we've reached the end. I think it may be time to vote.
We just gotta pull the lever, right?
Pull the lever.
I'm ready to go.
End
Let's
her.
put an end to these trials. Put an end to the killing with our own hands.
Guilty, bitch! Have fun. It's been nice knowing you. It's been real.
The hell?
Indeed.
You've lost, Junko.
I lost?
Lost me? No way.
Well, that's just...
It can't be. Still don't accept it. Even the ultimate despair herself is vulnerable to the onslaught of despair, it would seem.
What the heck?
There's no use to trying to fight it now.
Well, that's just... totally the best!
Okay. What?
So this is despair.
We came to the school 2 years ago, created our incredibly detailed plan. I even killed my own sister for it.
And now I...
To come this far and fail at the very end.
True despair.
It's almost ultimate despair. What are you talking about?
And now I...
Don't you see, I was so hopelessly desperate. I was bored of the world the moment I was born. That's why I've been looking forward to this so desperately, the once-in-a-lifetime experience. It is my first and last colossal despair, here at the moment of death. To have the chance to taste the highest grade despair, the utter failure of my dreams.
True despair.
I'm so hopelessly happy right now.
Huh?
Wait, what? Is she enjoying this?
Anyway,
So are you prepared to admit defeat? You think I care whether I won or lost? Either way, it doesn't change a thing.
Totally the best!
Outside is only despair, inside is only despair. No matter where you go, despair awaits you. It's not true.
Not possible.
You're wrong. Huh?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Let me tell you this right now. We no longer fear despair.
Okay.
Because we've decided to enter the outside world with hope. Yeah, Makoto totally seduced us over to his side. What the fuck? What? Why? You're an idiot. Go away. You shouldn't be seduced by hope. You really just, he really just showed how terrible despair is. Everyone.
hey,
You said that despair is as contagious as any disease.
however...
But the same is true of hope. All you have to do is look at us to see how true that is. Kyoko.
No.
Stop it. Stop. I hate those faces you're making. To those awful looks causes me nothing but pain.
There's one last
Fine.
thing.
Let me just say one last thing. If you guys want to get all hung up on the word hope, that's no skin off my nose. But just be warned. From this point on, one despair after another will stand in your way. No matter where you run, no matter where you hide. Maybe you'll find some hope, but there is a fine line dividing that hope from bitter despair. Knowing that, you still plan to cling to your hope. Of course, because we...
It's fine, it's
Shut
fine.
up, shut up. That was a rhetorical question. You interrupted my monologue. I'm almost done, though, so whatever. Because it's almost punishment time, right?
It can't
Do
be.
you really intend to go through with this? That was the agreement, right? Hold on. It's not like I want you to die. You don't have to.
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
What?
How many times do I have to tell you?
The act of living brings me no hope at all. All I want now is to taste that despair of death, that you get only once in a life, so...
Don't get in my way!
Okay, fine, have fun. Crazy ass bitch.
So this is how the despair of death feels. It's so wonderful!
You know, I would stop her. I would stop her, because she wants to do it. I would stop her completely. Restrain her and just keep her from killing herself.
Even 1/10 of this despair. Even 100th.
Just so then she can have the despair of not getting the pleasure of doing it.
I want every last soul on this planet to taste such despair. I want the entire world to die with that despair in its mouth. Okay, let's do this.
Good lord.
I've reserved an extra special punishment for last. Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
She's insane. Congratulations! Junko has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. Not even drug away. Gladly accepts it. Let's see what... Oh, God. She gonna hang herself? Baseball. It's literally all of the punishments put together. The ultimate punishment. It's all of them put together, isn't it? 1,000 blows. Oh my god. The cage of death. Oh, did she turn into the burning of the Versailles witch? But did she turn into butter? Excavator destroyer. Oh my god. Oh hey, look, it's the dude that blew up in that rocket. After school lesson. Good lord. Fuck. Oh, you think she lived? Good God. That's a death. Oh, hell yeah. That's the exit. Fucking switch. Think it'd be something a little better than that. Let's get out of here. And that's how everything came to an end. The final class trial. Junko Enoshima, the ultimate despair. Life at Hope's Peak Academy. It was all over. Ultimate pain, suffering, ultimate despair, execution, and ultimate death. The end. Chapter 6. Time to fucking finish. Good game. Monokuma hair tie. Thank you. Yeah, sure, why not? But even after saying it was all over, it's not like the building exploded or collapsed on itself or anything. That wasn't the kind of ending waiting for us. Nothing changed. Well, with one exception. The air purifiers turned off, just like Junko said. They shut off immediately. That was the only difference. Goodbye, Despair High School. The Epilogue. We left the courtroom and made our way to the main hall. We stood in front of the door. Nobody made a sound. I felt almost absent-minded. This was our epilogue before the final ending. We were stuck there in limbo, unmoving, unsure. But, in the end... Let's get out of here.
Hey.
We can't just stand around like this forever. At some point, we need to leave. To nobody's surprise, it was Kyoko who broke the silence.
Makoto.
Makoto, would you do the honors? Okay. As if awakened by Kyoko's words, I took out the object we'd gotten. Up until the moment of her death, it had belonged to Junko. And in the end, she dropped it before us.
So,
But is that really it? Is that really the key to this door?
Indeed.
You don't have to read into what she said too much to find the answer.
If, on the other hand, you desire to see us punished, then you must all leave this place.
I will force you out, ensuring you all die horrible deaths in the outside world.
In other words...
I will force you out. She said that just before dropping that. It makes sense that it would be our way out of here.
But
you know, maybe it's actually a switch that's gonna make the school self-destruct. I mean, Junko never said specifically that she'd let us leave here alive.
It's true.
You may be right about that. Maybe.
Yes.
But even so, it's impossible to think that we wouldn't take our chances with it. Yeah, I guess that's true. There's nothing to worry about.
My beautiful
If something ever happened to Master, I'd take my scissors and jam him so far up. Where's the courtroom? Where's the mastermind? It's all over. We're just about to leave the school. What, leave? We can go outside? Then that means me and Master can get married. Then you'll give me a little jewel of a baby. No, you won't.
That's enough.
Please stop. That would be a greater horror than anything I've ever encountered so far.
Anyway,
don't worry. I have no doubt that we'll be able to leave here without a problem.
But
That's what happens after... It's what happens after we get out that I'm worried about. You know, in the end, I think part of me still thinks.
we're serious.
Maybe when we get out of there, we'll see that everything she said about the world was a lie. That on the other side of the door is a world as peaceful as we remember. I doubt it. No point in lying. A lie, peaceful as we remember. Well, no matter what it looks like, it's still our world. It's where we're meant to live. Yeah, I guess so. And how do I put this? Unlike this school, the world is really big, right? Since it's so big, I'm sure there must be some despair no matter what. But there also has to be lots of hope, right?
in other words...
The act of searching for hope, to try and find it, that by itself is the true meaning of hope. As long as you have that hope, you can keep moving forward no matter what trouble you may fall into.
Am I wrong?
Is that what you mean, Makoto? Yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. I don't need any of you to spell that out for me. You know, Junko mentioned that there were still others out there who hadn't cast away hope just yet. Maybe I should find them and make them work for me. To rebuild the world, we must first rebuild the Togami dynasty. I'll go with you. I'll follow you anywhere you want to go.
you got it.
Well, my first stop is going to be the closet donut shop. I can figure out the rest from there. Closest
Hey.
donut shop. And what are you gonna do if there are no more donut shops? Or donuts?
Okay.
I'll just go get some flour and make some for myself. And if there's no flour, I'll just grow some wheat. I get it now. There's no road, you can just build one. Creation. Fate is telling me to remake the world.
Could it be?
That's my hope.
How about that?
I've reached the next stage, the next chapter of Yosuhiro Hagukure's life story. It's about to begin.
Woo!
Thanks, Ina. You totally opened up my eyes. Hey, personal space, buddy. You're seriously creeping me out.
Makoto.
Come on, Makoto. Even if everyone in the outside world is gone, even if the world is steeped in despair, as long as I have people like you around, I can face forward and keep moving. If we can get out of here and do something, have some sort of impact. But what can we do? There's so few of us, we're so small. So what can we do? No, we can probably do anything. Yeah, we can do anything. Look, if Junko can put the world in despair by herself and her sister...
Guess this is goodbye. And goodbye to Sakura.
Like, if she can put the world into despair with just 2 people, you guys can get it out of there with 6 people.
But hey, if we gotta say goodbye, we may as well do it with a smile on our face.
True.
Hey guys! You guys want your fortunes told anywhere, anytime. You just let me know. I'll be there.
Better be for free, jackass.
You know how much I hate being annoyed, but if something does come up, you may as well let me know. I can't guarantee I'll actually bother listening, but, you know.
Thanks, Tagami.
I don't know why, but I have a burning desire to start writing. I might be able to pull it off. A story about Master and me, and the others, I guess.
I'll just hang out with Hina for a
I
while.
can't say I'm sorry about what happened, but still. It does feel kind of strange.
I really don't know what to say. I guess we graduated?
Oh yeah, graduation party. Looks like hope really is spreading. As long as I never give up, I have to push even harder. I'm going to keep moving forward with hope in my heart. Since I have hope, I can show courage. Since I have hope, I can move ahead. The world can move ahead. Press that button. The door began to open with my hands, with our hands. Hope and despair mingled together, opening the door to the future. Open it up. What's out there? The bright future. What is it? What does it hold? Come on. Don't cut away. Oh, you motherfuckers! Jesus Christ. Well, I guess that's the fucking end of it. Oh, God. Holy shit. Go ahead and turn that down a bit. Just a tiny bit. I'll probably get copyright claimed anyways. So that was Danganronpa. It was a story. Oh God. Oh, it's been a long time coming. Over a year at this point. Well, a year and a day as of recording this. And fuck. Reason I dropped it is just because there's just so much repetition in it. The story was great. I love the story of it. It was really interesting. I like the whole mystery aspect of it, but it's just... I don't like it with the fucking constant repetition of it. Or just in some of the class trials, the bullshit of, oh, you have to do it in this exact order and not that way. I would have liked if there was a little more leeway with that. Instead of, like, just completely, like, forced to do it this exact way. And even though that other way works, it's not the way that it's written to work. And it's just kind of stupid. Or that they'll break it down an unnecessary amount, or at least I feel is unnecessary. Because I just was clicking through it really fast, like, with, like, putting everything together. So when they, like, go back and go over it, oh yeah, I'm sure some people didn't get it completely, but I just felt like I knew it easily. And it was just like, bang, right there. And this was on hard itself, and it wasn't necessarily hard, it was just fucking frustrating on just some things that wouldn't work out. Or that need a specific, you know, order. It's not that it's hard, it was just nitpicky. It could have been harder if, like, it would make you have to have more leaves. Like, if it was twice as hard and had, like, half the stuff out of there, it would be even better. Like, if it was harder and the actual, like, looking at the bodies was harder, I think it would be better. But it's still a good game. I'm not gonna say it's bad, no. Just, you know, just some writing issues. Just felt kind of like amateurish, really. Just with the complete amount of, you know, repetition. Because I didn't need to know, or at least I didn't need it to be reminded to me about half the stuff being, you know, repeated. About how, you know, Ikusaba's the 16th student, all the demented spare. They repeated that fucking, no exaggeration, like 20 fucking times. And it was ridiculous. It was unnecessary. And, you know, I just skipped through those parts near the end. Because there's no point in going back over it, because I remembered it. But it was a good story. It was a good plot, I felt like. It kind of... Trying to think about... It's kind of hard just to pull all my thoughts together at once. I like the twist that she was still alive. They could have done a little bit more just to keep it even more hidden. Like, gave Junko's actual measurements so they were different. Because I just saw that they were similar, and I'm like, well, not similar, but identical. And that's how I figured it out. That they were going to be the same. Because I was just thumbing through everything, and I noticed that they were exactly the same. Had they been different, like she was an inch taller, maybe like 10 pounds heavier, then it would have been like, yeah, these people are different. Different, you know, bust, waist, and hip line, it would have been like, oh, okay. These are different people. And that would have been even better. But of course they can't make it like so impossible to tell. Though they could actually. Fuck it, they could. Why? I don't care. It would make it even more interesting. But I did like that pull out of it. It was, you know, it wasn't necessarily expected. Definitely once I saw Junko get murdered in the first time, I was like, nah, I'm not thinking that wasn't Junko. I mean, it's impossible not to think that. The whole losing of the memory makes sense. It, you know, feeds the point of why they killed each other. It makes sense and fits with why that would happen. And it's understandable. So I think that was a really good choice of good to go that way. Instead of, like, they didn't know each other. Because the knowing each other really feeds into that whole point of what they wanted. Hey, Monokuma. Fuck off.
Interesting. Things are getting very interesting indeed. Like I said at the beginning, I'm not a teddy bear. I am Monokuma, and I am this school's headmaster.
Fuck off. Go away. I step on him. Hey, I received the Easter egg present. Yep, let's save it, and that is officially done. I'll probably do number 2 eventually, but need to take a bit of a break from it. Myself, personally. Thank you guys so much for watching, sticking with me as well. I should have finished it faster, but that's my fault. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and stay tuned for when the second game comes out, or when I actually start recording it and putting it out, because I will do it eventually. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a nice day.